Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO for this 24th day of May. And it's brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates.
Hi, I'm Mandy Yeomans.
And I'm Raymond Brown with First Southern Bank. As your locally owned community bank, we're here to help our community grow. Our customers are why we are here. You can tell we want your business.
We offer all types of deposit products, personal and business. We have fast, efficient service, and yes, we have online banking too. I'm sure we have an account to fit your needs. Stop by or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
We're FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jesup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner special. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jesup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup.
Are you looking for an insurance company that you can call and talk to a live person? Are you looking for an insurance company where you can walk in and talk to an agent? Are you looking for an insurance company that offers multiple companies so they can try and get you the best rate? If you said yes to any of these, then you need to call or come by O'Quinn & Associates Insurance Financial Services. We offer multiple companies so we can find the best fit for you. Give us a call at 385-1000 or stop by our office at 212 South Fair Street right here in Jesup.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup. Big Dog Country Radio. Bob, how's it going?
It's going well.
Going well? Good. Glad to hear it.
Life's good.
Life's good.
Congratulations to Antonio Warbay. That's an impressive event yesterday to win the state golf tournament individually in a 2-day event up there in tough conditions. The first day was rainy, windy, and that hilly course, but not every day that a Wayne County is crowned state champion. So our congrats to Antonio Warbay and his family. Just great honor. Looking forward to seeing him at the golf banquet tonight.
That's one thing about the teams from the middle northern part of the state is they're used to playing on golf courses that are hilly. Where down here it's pretty flat, and so our guys did great. Third place for the whole team. First place for Antonio there. Congratulations to the golf team.
Yeah, and we talked about, I don't know what GHSA is thinking of putting on a private golf course because, like I said, our golfers tried to get up there to get on the course, but unless you had a member of that golf course, you couldn't get on it. So, I mean, the only time they got to play was that Sunday before the tournament began Mondays, which was a disadvantage. But for him to go up there and win it individually, and the team finished third overall. They shot well. Finley Burke finished in the top 10. He finished 10th. Aiden Jones fourth. They had three of the Wayne County golfers in the top 15, so that's pretty impressive individually. So they finished third overall as a team, so congrats to the golf team. Again, last year second place state, this year third place state, so just a great story.
Okay. All right. Well, we've got the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce in this morning. Deena Bennett, Executive Director, head honcho down there, Chief Bottle Washer. Good morning, Deena.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. So what's going on with the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce?
We are busy little bees up there. We have been normally every year. This time we're kind of winding down, getting ready for summer, and folks start vacationing, and we kind of wind down and don't have a lot going on outside of our legacy dinner that's always in June. But we haven't been winding down yet. We're steady getting ribbon cuttings. We got new businesses coming in. We've got different events going on. We've got several that we want to talk about today. So it's great. Our community's growing and thriving and keeping us busy. So we're excited about that. So one of the things I want to start out with is our Leadership Wayne program. We are accepting applications for our Leadership Wayne program. For those that do not know what that program is, it is a 10-month leadership program. We choose a class of 10 folks from our applicants, and those folks spend 10 months, 1 day per month, with the exception of 2 overnight trips. Learning more about our community, learning the history of Wayne County, learning how our local government runs, learning about our education, healthcare systems, DNR, just our agriculture industry. So each day is devoted to one of those topics, and they get an oversight, a little more in-depth information about how Wayne County runs. So we are accepting applications for that program right now. Deadline is May 31st, so you got a week to get those applications in. They're available online and in at the chamber office. We can email it to them. It's a great program. If you've talked to anybody that's ever been through it, folks that were born and raised right here said, wow, I learned so much when I went through the Leadership Wayne program. So It is a great program.
Okay.
For current leaders or up and coming leaders.
Right.
So yeah, you do not have to be in any certain leadership role already to become a part of this class. So we just encourage those that are interested to apply to the Leadership Wayne program. It is a $600 tuition. That's the total price of the class. $100 deposit is due at the time that you submit your application. And those class members will be announced on July 1st, or the first week in July.
Right. And what's so good, interesting about that is, we've had folks on here who have graduated from that over the last many years, and they're just excited about graduating from it, going through the whole process there and learning what they do, what goes on in the county, what goes on in the state, and then, when they have that presentation of handing out their certificates, they're just as proud as that as just about anything else,
That's right. And these classes develop during that time stronger relationships with other leaders, not just within their class, but with folks they come in contact throughout the year at the different places that they go learn more about our community. They see areas that they can get involved, volunteer opportunities. They also come up with a class project or two that they can get involved and work alongside folks that are already, working on something. We've got a group that's working with family connections with our, homelessness and mental health and different stuff like that. Then we've got some tangible projects, that new signage and things like that different classes have done over the years. So it's a great program.
Okay, so just if you want to apply, just get with the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce.
That's right.
Well, what else is going on, Deena?
What you got, Miss Kara?
Kara's in here. Good morning, Kara.
Good morning. Well, like Deena said, we are super busy. Next week, we're going to have a lunch and learn, and that's presented by Wayne County EMA, and that is emergency weather preparedness. So with hurricane season around the corner, we want to make sure that everybody's prepared, ready to go. We have got a meteorologist coming from the National Weather Service out of Jacksonville, and then we're going to learn about Weather STEM, which is the Wayne County's newest weather station that's coming. I know we're all excited about that. And then Donnie Ray also is going to talk to us about Code Red alert system. So very informative little workshop. Come have lunch with us. This will be Thursday, June 1st, so next Thursday.
Thursday week.
Yes, and it starts at 11:30. It'll end at 1. You can go ahead and register. I think we asked that everybody at least RSVP by Friday. So if you do plan on coming, let us know. Tickets are $20 for chamber members and $25 for non-members.
All right, lunch and learn.
Lunch and learn, yes. And then the next week, on Tuesday, June 6th, is our membership appreciation lunch. So this is just a time for us to thank all of our chamber members for their investment, commitment to our community and our chamber. So we're going to have a thank you barbecue, and that's going to be at the Farmers Market Tuesday, June 6th from 11 to 1. And this is just a drop-in, and this is free to all of our chamber members. So please come out, have lunch with us.
And once again, that date
is Tuesday, June 6th from
Tuesday,
11
June.
to 1.
Okay, just stop by the farmers market for chamber members. Thank you barbecue.
That's right.
It's free.
They can come
Can't
and
beat that.
Yes.
enjoy lunch and network with others, or if they just need to grab and go, we'll have some to-go boxes that they can take with them and take back to their staff. So,
Okay. All right.
all you got on that? I got one more thing. We've got
You
our
got one more thing?
one more.
right.
We got our Legacy Awards dinner coming up the end of June. It's Thursday, June the 29th. That program will start at 7. And tickets are available for that at $75 for chamber members, $100 each for a non-chamber member. That is a program where we recognize our past chairman, and we recognize our current board, those folks that are rolling off of the board. Then we'll introduce our new board members that will be starting July 1st of this year. We also have 5 awards that we give out that night. We will recognize our Ambassador of the Year, our Business Leader of the Year, Small Business of the Year, Excellence in Agriculture, and our Distinguished Service Award. So we have those 5 awards that will be presented during that program. We'll have a nice meal that will be at the Country Club. Probably fried shrimp and prime ribs, something along those lines. It's usually
Always a delicious meal.
yummy, and so we'll enjoy a dinner, and then the awards program. So it's always a good time. We get to hear from our chair. That's our current chair, McKinley Ravenel. He'll say a few parting words, and as he passes the gavel to our incoming chair, which is Mark Watson with Wayne Housing Partners, and then we'll hear from Mark on his vision for the upcoming year and things that he has planned for the chamber for this coming year. So that is our Legacy Awards dinner. Again, it's Thursday, June 29th at 7 p.m., Pine Forest Country Club, and tickets are available for that now.
Sounds good. All right, Bob.
That is presented by Ryan.
Ryan's the premier sponsor on that?
Yes, that's.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes. One of the things we do prior to that, I'll just mention this, it's invite only, but we do the hour before that program, we have a reception there with some hors d'oeuvres and drinks for our past presidents and past chairman of the chamber, just a time to just network with those folks and thank them for their past service and their continued service and involvement in our chamber. Like you, Mr.
Like me.
Butch, just like you.
I guess I need to show back up again.
That's right, at 6 o'clock. So we have mailed out invitations to our past chair. So if you're listening and you're a past chair and for some reason you haven't received your invitation, please reach out to us and we'll give you those details. We try to keep up. Some folks move off and move away, and we may not have a current address. But yes, if you have been a chairman or president at one time, they called it, of the chamber, you are invited to that reception at 6 o'clock on June 29th at the Country Club. So
Okay.
time for us to say a big thank you for getting us where we're at.
Right. And giving out all those awards.
That's right.
So
That's right.
ought to be a great event. Always is.
Yes.
All right. Bob, any questions or comments for our ladies this morning from the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce?
Did you get a lot of nominations for the awards? Because we promote, you sent us that press release to have people nominate people.
Yes.
So did you get a lot of
yes,
nominations?
we did. It's always a tough selection process. Thank goodness I'm not on that committee that reviews those applications that get sent in and have to choose those awards. But we got quite a few. Yes.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
Yep. So,
Glad to hear it.
yep, we got a lot of great leaders in our community.
Always a fun night. I said that meal was always the
Yes,
special.
it is. It is.
Is that going to be at the Country Club again?
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, it's going to be at the Country Club. And yes, the food's always good. The atmosphere is great, and the program is wonderful. So,
All right.
yep.
All right. Well, things are very busy at the Wayne
Busy.
Chamber of Commerce.
And we have several ribbon cuttings. We have
know, it's
about like
amazing.
one a week for the next month, I think. So, and a couple that we're waiting to schedule. We've gotten some new members, and we're excited about that. So, follow our Facebook page, our website, our community calendar to make sure you don't miss out on any of those ribbon cuttings.
I'm looking forward to Lunch and Learn. The meteorologist and said that's the weather forecast we use to Jacksonville. They always seem to be. Donnie Ray's always said they're the most accurate. I remember
Yes.
years ago there was a lot of panic that one was coming and that Jacksonville kept saying, "No, you're safe, and sure enough,
That's right.
So they've been pretty accurate. So it'll be nice to visit with her and hear from her.
Well, and we've talked about that when we were planning this. A lot of us, we have our local television stations are Savannah, and so when we're watching the weather reports from Savannah, that's coming from more South Carolina, Charleston area.
Charleston.
Yes,
that's what a former EMA director here in Wayne County said. You need to listen to the
Jacksonville is more accurate
weather station, not
for
Savannah,
us.
because they get those from Charleston.
That's right. And so, a lot of people don't realize that. And so, yes, he that's the weather report they use. And so I'm excited to hear about him too.
He said it's not his best friend, Kobe. He said that this lady works down there, so it'll be a good event.
Yeah.
And that's June 1st, right?
That's right. And the key is being prepared ahead of time. That's what I say. Instead of that last minute panic shopping and buy, we always tease about hurricane snacks, and we run out and buy our hurricane snacks, and then Kara and I have ours eaten before we get home that day. Then we don't have any hurricane snacks when the weather gets bad. So, just to be prepared in general ahead of time and not panic when it gets.
And also the weather stem that's being installed, I was told that it's being installed today, and the main hub will actually be at the EMA office, and then the blast system, which will alert everybody if lightning is near. Especially, I think that's going to be at the rec department. So I think that's good too, to learn more about that. I think we definitely need that in our community.
Okay.
Yeah. And the STEM, isn't that the app? I mean, not the STEM, the Code Red Alert system.
Code Red Alert
There's going to be an app that you can download and get that real-time information to your phone.
Okay.
So
sounds good.
Be a great program for sure.
Can't be too.
And June 1st is the first day of the hurricane season, right? When they start, June
1st. Yeah.
Yep, and that's the day of the event. So, a lot going on. Check the website, WayneChamberGA.com. There's also a link on there to our community calendar. If you want to see what's going on, if you have events going on in the community, please submit those to the community calendar so folks can see what's going on all throughout our community.
All right. Well, good luck with all the events coming up there.
Yes.
All right. Deena, appreciate
Thank
you
y'all
coming
for
in
having
this morning.
us.
All right, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, 105.5 FM. In Jesup, we're going to continue on with the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in 90 seconds.
South Georgia weather.
Here's your WIFO forecast. We're mostly sunny, northeast winds gusting to 20, high around 80. Mostly cloudy this evening, clearing late, upper 50s. Sunshine, low 80s for tomorrow, upper 50s tomorrow night. Friday, mostly sunny, highs upper 70s. Saturday, mostly sunny, highs upper 70s. Sunday, mostly sunny, highs low 80s. Memorial Day, mostly sunny, highs mid 80s. Georgia Chief Meteorologist John Weatherby in the GNN Weather Center.
When further treatment is no longer an option, hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care, as well as support to the families and caregivers, are all part of hospice care. Hospice of South Georgia has been a part of the health community in Wayne and surrounding counties since 1998. The professional yet compassionate attention provided by our staff is unsurpassed. Widely supported by donations from the local population, Hospice of South Georgia is the local nonprofit hospice in Wayne County. Our administrative office is located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard, and Hospice of South Georgia accepts anyone who meets hospice criteria, regardless of their ability to pay. Please call 912-588-0080 to speak with someone about hospice care. That was 912-588-0080. We are your hometown hospice, and we are here to serve you. Hospice of South Georgia, working to add life to your days.
105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. We continue on with the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. Well, Bob, you mentioned the first part of the show there, just good news for the Wayne County golf team and state playoff action the last couple of days.
Yeah, again, a third-place finish up there at a tough course. First day was rain and wind, so they had to battle that. But, to have three individuals finish in the top 15 is impressive as well. Like I said, Antonio, the state champion, Finley Burke finished 10th, and Aiden Jones, a junior, finished 14th. So, again, just good to see that kind of, talent is displayed up there in Fayetteville. But like I said, they knew going up there, Lovett was going to be the tough team. When we're doing the baseball playoffs, they were telling us how good their golf team was. So, but when you play $38,000 a year to send your kid to school, they better teach you how to play golf. Yeah.
Get that good talent there.
They
They got good talent.
They must have golf lessons
too.
But North Oconee's always, it's just a tough region. I mean, moved from 5A to 4A didn't help the golfers much. They moved into real tough.
No, we have two of those
classifications.
Golfers graduating this year. Is that right?
Right. Yeah, Finley Burke and Antonio both going, and they're both going down to Brunswick Coastal. Play on scholarships. Right.
Down there in Brunswick. Okay.
Right.
All right, sounds good.
Got the golf. I look forward to the golf. They're going to induct.
Golf paper today?
Yeah, today.
Okay.
Tonight at Central Club, and before that at 5:30, they're going to have a special ceremony. They're going to induct Ronnie Cudd, former Wayne County golfer, also played for the University of Kentucky golf team and led the SEC tournament for 3 straight days back in his days. But they're going to induct him in. It'll be the first golfer into the Wayne County Sports Hall of Fame. That's taking place today at 5:30 at the Country Club. Looking forward to seeing Ronnie.
When did he play?
Before my time.
Before your time. Boy, that's a long time ago. That's over 40 years ago.
Yeah. But he was still very talented golfer, but he's a very talented golfer. In high school, like I said, he went on to had a scholarship to play golf at the University of Kentucky, and in the SEC tournament, he led individually several days, and just.
Where does he live now? Do you know?
He was in Douglas, but somebody said he moved I'm not really sure. Like I said, I hadn't seen him in a while.
But he'll be here today.
Yeah. But he used to come to tournaments all the time. I tell my favorite story about Ronnie Cudd. This is a good story for anybody. Don't ever get drunk at a golf course. They used to have those tournaments, and they'd have Calcuttas, and people would wager on who was going to win the tournaments. But that first night, Saturday night, this guy from I can't remember if he's from Baxley or Pierce County. Anyway, he was inebriated, and he was in there yelling, "I want to know who the best golfer is. I want to know who the best golfer. Who's the best golfer in here? I want to play him tomorrow." So that'd be that gentleman over there, Ronnie Cudd. So he goes over there and tells Ronnie Cudd he wants to play him for $100 a hole on Sunday. Ronnie says, "No problem." 15 holes down, he was begging Ronnie to call the match off. And Ronnie says, "We got 3 more holes to go."
I want my entire $1,800.
I saw him write that $1,800 check. So just a lesson: don't ever get inebriated at the golf course.
No,
and overload your
Don't
wagon.
make bets when you've been drinking. Right. Reasoning goes out the door.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people know Buster Johnson. My other for their story, we had a tournament. Ronnie was out on the putting green, and Buster walks up there and says, "Mr. Cudd, I know you want to know who the best golfer in Wayne County is. It's me, Buster Johnson. Nice to meet you." And shakes his hand and walks off. And Ronnie's looking like, was he serious? Whatever. And then everybody just starts busting out laughing because they know it. But Buster, that was a funny story. Buster goes up there and says, "Hey, I know you want to know who the best golfer is in Wayne County. It's me, Buster Johnson. Nice to meet you." But Ronnie, like I said, he had a partner named Greg Childers. They would come in every time they were playing in the tournament. They're odds-on favorite to win. I mean, he's won a lot of them. He's just still very talented, plays a lot of golf. So haven't seen him in a long time. Looking forward to seeing him tonight at the Country Club. Nice to see him be inducted into Wayne. Be the first Wayne County golfer into the Sports Hall of Fame. So it kind of opened up that door for other golfers.
Yeah,
so,
it's good they're still doing that. Yeah.
Right, yeah. But that takes place at 5:30 tonight at the Pine Forest Country Club. So
5:30 later on this afternoon.
Right. And then the banquet's later that night at 7:30. So 2 events taking place. Right. I think it's 7:30.
It's all at Pine Forest.
All at Pine Forest Country Club. Yep.
Okay.
That's a steak dinner tonight too at the banquet. So looking forward to that.
Right.
As I tell Joe Roddy all the time, I love steak dinner. So it'll be a good night at the Country Club.
Sounds good. And that was interesting news that you said about Wayne County and Mark Williams, who's been the head of the DNR for many, many years now. Sonny Perdue put him in that position years ago. And now he's going to come down and be the director of the Jekyll Island Authority. Is that correct?
Yeah, apparently that person retired, so Mark Williams landed that position.
So he comes back down to South Georgia.
All right.
So congratulations to Mark.
He's been the DNR for more than 12 years. Like I said, new position in state agency, Jekyll Island. He'll be leading that position. So, again, he was selected as DNR commissioner back in 2010 by Governor Sonny Perdue. So
and it was a while ago.
He was the 6th chief of the DNR. So they're looking for number 7, and Governor Perdue has to make that. Not Purdue, I'm sorry. Governor Kemp has to make that selection.
Right. You'll make that selection on who to replace Mark with up there as DNR director.
They haven't given a timetable on how soon that selection will be made, but that's who makes that selection, the governor.
Right. So. Right. Just like Sonny did with Mark back in 2010.
But Mark's, like I said, his family, I think they bought a home down on St. Simon's.
Oh, did they?
They are in Jekyll, somewhere down there. I think they live on the island now.
Okay, on St. Simon's.
I believe that's right.
Yeah. Okay.
He's moving closer to home.
All right. We'll wish him the best as the director there of the Jekyll Island Authority.
We say it all the time. Who'd want to live in Atlanta in that rat race?
Apparently, half the state does. It's where the money is, Bob. We always say it's always about the money. It's where the jobs is, where the money is.
It's where the traffic is, too.
That's where the traffic is. You know, I get upset here in Jesup if I have to get on First Street and it's backed up and you have to wait through a light by 2 signals. I'm thinking, geez.
I got to fight that traffic this weekend. So,
you going to Atlanta this weekend?
Going to Roswell. My niece has her son's 6th birthday party. So they're having a big party in Atlanta. Families gathering. So they're up in Roswell this weekend. So
Memorial Day weekend with the fam.
Yep. Going to be fun. At least they got a pool. It's supposed to be hot, too, so it'll be good. She got 3 little kids, 6, 4, and 2. So
6, 4, and 2. Yeah. Well, Uncle Bob there.
They love Uncle Bob. So it's fun, but there's no off button. That's what I told myself.
There's no what?
There's no off button.
No. Once the kids start, they go to wear out.
It's 24/7. It's like, where's the off button?
There's no off button, Bob.
That's why I'm glad to give them back to my niece when I leave.
Yeah, that's one good thing about being a granddaddy. Like this weekend, we went to, me and Matt and Mandy, my son and his wife, and the 5 grandkids went to the monster truck show. Right. And everybody was there, all 7 of them and me, and we had a great time watching that. And the trucks put on a great show, a good event, and just a good time spending time there with the family watching that. Hopefully they'll be able to do it again next year, and hopefully Jim, the person that promoted it and put the thing together, he's talking about other venues that he could. He just does more than the monster truck shows. He does Jeff Foxworthy and many other acts that he could possibly bring to Jesup. So he's going to look at and see what else he could bring here to Jesup and Wayne County.
Yeah, I said it was big crowds over the weekend.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday was packed. Sunday was a little slack because of the rain, but Friday and Saturday was wall to wall and treetop tall. They could have used those seats across the field there, but of course the fire marshal made them take them down because they were 76 feet away from where the trucks were, not 100 feet as they're supposed to be. New rules and regulations passed. So if they do it again next year, they'll back up both of the bleachers there so you can have seating on both sides. All right.
Celtics survived last night. That was nice.
Yes, they did. The Celtics hung. They're not going to make it, but at least they held on for one night. At least they can't say they were swept like the Lakers did.
Well, they said they were talking about AM 1370. Eventually, somebody who's down 3-0 is going to break through. I don't know if the Celtics can
Never
do it or
happened.
not. Never happened. So, but it's just nice to see after I said game 3, or they just didn't put up much of a fight, but at least they showed up and played last night. So going back to Boston tomorrow night, so if they win that game at home, they can at least get it to 3-2. So you never know. But
that's a lot of basketball they play in those playoffs. So,
Denver's just sitting back waiting. So
just sitting back resting and waiting.
And the Dodgers put another whipping on the Braves last night.
Well, the first night really wasn't a whipping. It was only a couple runs, but the last night was a whipping. That was just good old-fashioned, just slap up beside the face, we got your number type of whipping. So we'll see what happens tonight.
They need to work out a trade, get Freddie Freeman back in the
we'd be good to get Freddie back.
Just
Freddie's the one that beat him on
with a 3-run home run.
On Monday night.
It's just hard to watch him in that Dodger uniform.
It sure is.
It's just tough.
He used to be back in that Braves uniform, but what it is what it is.
Always about the money.
It's always about the money.
Money.
Yes, sir. It makes the world go around, Bob. All right, anything else going on you want to talk about this morning?
Just to remind everybody, tomorrow night's honors night and Friday night's graduation. So big crowd expected Friday night, JC Stadium. You looked at what's the weather forecast looking like Friday night?
Friday night, we are looking for Friday night. Just a 20% chance of showers this time.
That's good.
30% that afternoon, 20% that night. So that's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
Not too bad. It's going to be a little breezy and cooler, so it's going to feel good sitting out there at JC Stadium instead of scorching to death. It starts at 7:30 this year, and high of 76 and a little breezy with that 30% chance of showers on Friday afternoon. And then Friday night, 20% chance, but continue breezy. So if it doesn't rain, it's going to feel good.
And headed to the high school auditorium this morning. Jackson Dolan, Wayne County second baseman, signed a scholarship to go to Andrew College. So bring his comments tomorrow. It's always a fun ceremony at the high school, but they have one this morning at 10 a.m. A lot of family and friends will be on hand for that. So
another Wayne County athlete signing a scholarship to go play at a college.
Yeah.
It's great. All right, Bob. Have a good morning.
Okay.
World famous Butch and Bob show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn and Associates.